Welcome to the Hockey History Storyteller Podcast. This is the podcast where you can learn about past players, coaches, teams, leagues, and events. The game we know and love today was created from our past. I'm your host, hockey player and fan, Andy Courtwright. Episode 12, Tim Horton, highly respected. Tim Horton was born in 1930 in Cochrane, Ontario, Canada. His NHL career started in the 1949-1950 season when he played one game with the Toronto Maple Leafs. He became a regular in the 1952-53 season and was a mainstay in the Leaf lineup for 18 seasons until he was traded to the New York Rangers in 1970. He spent a season and a half in New York, one season in Pittsburgh, and almost two in Buffalo. Horton's stats line is as follows: 1,446 games played, a record that stood for 25 years as most games played by a defenseman, 115 goals, 403 assists, and 518 points. He added 50 points in 126 playoff games. Tim Horton was a six-time All-Star, a Norris Trophy runner-up twice, and became a Hockey Hall of Famer in 1977 and was announced one of the 100 greatest NHL players during the league's centennial year. He won 4 Stanley Cups in Toronto in 1962, 63, 64, and 67 with a strong defensive core that also included Alan Stanley, Carl Brewer, and Bobby Baun. The 1962 playoff run was a strong one for Horton, who scored 3 times, assisted on 13 goals, and set the D-man playoff point record at the time. Tim Horton was a strong defenseman. Standing 5 foot 10 inches and weighing in at 180 pounds seems small, but he was all muscle and he used his upper body strength on the ice. He was considered one of the best defensemen in the league in his era and was known as a puck rusher with a powerful slap shot. The Horton Bear Hug was well known around the NHL as Tim's peacekeeping deterrent on opponents. Derek Sanderson, as a brash rookie with the Bruins, was first alerted by teammates not to cheap-shot Horton. He didn't listen and went ahead and slashed him twice, and later experienced the hug. Sanderson later said, quote, "He put the bear hug on me and started to squeeze. I heard my ribs groan and thought they were all going to crack. It really started to hurt, and then he let go and tossed me on my back like a towel. I never slashed him or challenged him again." Unquote. Off the ice, Horton could be a pussycat. On the road, he habitually had to say goodnight to team leader Dave Keon before he went to sleep. One night, Keon locked his hotel room door, frustrating the routine. Horton crashed through the door, breaking it, and said goodnight anyway. In 1972, Horton was reunited with Punch Imlach in Buffalo, who was the Sabre head coach and general manager. When Horton negotiated his 1973-74 contract, the 44-year-old defenseman persuaded Punch to include a sports car in the deal. With reluctance, Imlach agreed, knowing how much Tim loved cars. After a game in Toronto on February 20th, 1974, Horton decided to drive the car back to Buffalo. After midnight, Horton lost control of the car and died in a single-car accident near St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada. A large measure of respect has since been provided to Tim Horton by many of his teammates and opponents. Bear with me as I go through a series of quotes. Teammate and goalie Johnny Bauer called Horton a Superman. Hall of Famer Dave Keon said Horton could throw around railroad ties, quote, like they were toothpicks. Gordie Howe said he was, quote, the strongest player in hockey. Another Hall of Famer who played with and against Horton, Marcel Pronovost, said he was, quote, the anchor of Toronto's defense. And, quote, a leader, not loud, but by his actions. And also, quote, the toughest guy to get the puck away from. He'd get that big body of his between you and the puck and you couldn't move him. You couldn't reach around him, and he'd make the play. The next time you go to a Tim Horton's donut shop and get a bear claw, remember who started the chain. Tim Horton and his bear hug. Thank you for listening to the Hockey History Storyteller Podcast. Please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast platform. Also, please share with your hockey pals. Feel free to leave a comment or email ideas for future episodes to me at hockeystoryteller@gmail.com. I'm on Twitter at hockeystorytell, Instagram hockeystoryteller, and Facebook also Hockey Storyteller. The Hockey History Storyteller theme music was composed and performed by Lauren Clapp. Lauren is available at lauren.clapp2004@gmail.com. That's clap with 2 P's followed by 2004. See show notes for details.